Swerve, kid. Hombre, baby, damn it.
Yo, what's going on, Sixer Nation? This is DFJ Hoops here, back again with another live stream. Oh my goodness. The Sixers took on the Phoenix Suns, and we got to talk about this, man. So appreciate y'all for being in the comment section. Shout out to my guy, One Mike. Keep the car on drive. You know, I'm happy. Yeah, you really fuck with this, but yeah, appreciate you though. And salute to my guy, Humble Man 420. Appreciate you for stopping by. And then shout out to the great sporting page. Appreciate you for being here. Says DFJ is the MVP. The MVP for the 76ers. Yeah, I might as well be. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into this. So the Sixers, you know, they ended their road trip, their 5-game road trip. They went 4-2 on the road, right? They started with the Boston Celtics, and then they ended with the the Golden State Warriors. Was it Golden State Warriors? No, they ended it with the Brooklyn Nets. My fault. They ended it with the Brooklyn Nets. So they went 4-2 on the road trip, right? They beat teams like the Celtics, the Jazz, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Brooklyn Nets. They took care of Brooklyn pretty easily. Brooklyn was missing a lot of players. Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson didn't play. The Cam brothers, they didn't play. So that was an easy matchup for them. I mean, that's two of their best scorers. But it was a different result for the Sixers on Monday night, right? Phoenix came to town and they took care of business. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, you know, all those other guys, Bradley Beal, they took care of business. But for the Sixers, now I was pretty shocked that Joel Embiid was, you know, listed out because, I mean, Embiid is always questionable, but I was just surprised that they finally ruled him out because I wasn't expecting them to not play. And, you know, he's always listed as questionable, like I just said, but I felt like it was at the last minute that they rolled him out because they came out with the foot strain, and I had no idea he was dealing with that. But according to Nick Nurse, it's not anything major, it's not anything serious. He's gonna be fine. I mean, that's what he's saying. So I mean, at this point, we can just go we just got to go with what the head coach is saying. But Embiid, like I said, if he played, we probably would have had a chance at winning this game. But I mean, sometimes when your best player is not playing, you still got to find ways to come out with the victory. But let's get into this game. So the Sixers, Phoenix Suns, 109 to 99 points. The 76ers were unable to crack 100 points in this game. And how the game started, I really thought they were going to win because they held Phoenix to only 42 points, right? If you hold Phoenix to 42 points, then I think you're doing a good job, right? Because they got some good scorers on that team, like Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. These are some of the best scorers in the league. Now, as far as Devin Booker this season has been getting locked up by the Sixers, right? They're playing some good defense on him, making things very, very difficult for him. I think by the first half, Devin Booker was like 1 for 10 or 2 for 10 from the field, something crazy like that, right? So they're definitely playing some good. They play some good defense on him, making things a lot difficult for him. And then you have other guys, Kevin Durant, he played his game. He absolutely, KD's definitely gonna show up, right? KD's gonna do KD, right? Now the Sixers were lucky that he didn't give us his jersey number, right? He didn't drop 35 like he did last matchup, right? He gave us 35 and clutch bucket after clutch bucket after clutch bucket, ended up winning the game for Phoenix. In the first matchup, that's the same matchup where Paul George played the first time for the Sixers, and he came out and then said that he didn't know the Sixers were only down by 2 points, and the whole it was so crazy like that. But I think the Sixers got lucky because Phoenix was still able to win with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant only combining for 33 points. Right. So, Devin Booker has been struggling this season all year round. Right. He's been struggling. He hasn't been as effective as he has been in previous seasons. Right. Because Devin Booker, at his best, he's giving you like 26, 27 a night and, very efficiently. But this season, his production has went down. The impact has went down. I don't know if he has dealt with any injuries. I don't know if he's been out. But the whole Phoenix team, along with Devin Booker, they're not playing good. And I think the Sixers should have capitalized off this, and they should have took advantage of it. But unfortunately, they were not able to do it. I mean, they were out two of their starters, two of their centers, right? Embiid not playing, and then Andre Drummond didn't also play, right? So that really hurt the Sixers. But nonetheless, the Sixers, the offense was somewhat good in the first half, but in the second half, it was not up to par, in my opinion. And as a team, the Sixers as a team, they shot 39% from the field as a team. And if you're shooting 39% from the field as a team, you're not going to get it done, right? It's not going to get it done on no level. You gotta be efficient in terms of making your shots. Now, Nick Nurse did say that they got the looks that they were looking for, but the result was not what they were looking for, right? They got to any spot that they wanted on the floor. They got some wide open looks. Paul George was getting, wide open look. He got a lot of wide open looks, and was just bricking all the time, right? Bricking like most of the time. And sometimes Paul George had, some driving lanes that he could have attacked, but for whatever reason, he just wasn't able to get past Grayson Allen, right? He just wasn't able to get past Grayson Allen, and it was just sad. And his jumpers were also coming up short. Now I don't know if Paul George had to shovel snow before the game, which it did snow out here in Philly. I don't know if he was shoveling snow before the game, so I don't know why, because their jumpers were coming up short, and when your jumpers are coming up short, that your legs have something to do with it. But I'm not just gonna put this whole thing on Paul George. That's not really good. I felt like it was the entire team, in a sense. The only person who really, Kelly Oubre was very, very, very good in this game, right? Kelly Oubre took matters into his own hands, and he kept attacking the rim, putting pressure on the rim, and then he tried to get the crowd hyped up. And then from there, that's where Tyrese Maxey also started to, get it going. And Tyrese Maxey, his stats is very, very deceiving, right? Don't look at it. He gave you 31 and 10, gave you a double-double, but he wasn't really good. He picked it up later on, but he wasn't really good in this game. And, as a result, the Sixers lost. But I think Paul George, him not really making his shots, that really hurt the Sixers a lot, right? Him not making those shots really hurt the Sixers. And like I said, the Sixers only lost by 10 points, right? You lost by 10 points. So if had Paul George, showed up and some of these other guys, had they made their shots, the Sixers probably would have had a chance to win this game. And then the Sixers as a team missed 10 free throws at the free throw line, right? They went 16 for 26 from the free throw line. 62% for the free throw line. That right there is not gonna get it done as well. I mean, you should be making your free throws, right? You should be making your free throws, and Maxey missing 2 free throws, and Kelly Oubre. I'm not trying to blame Kelly, but Caleb Martin as well. Caleb has not really been that good from the free throw line this season, right? I think he's shooting like 60, 63, 64% from the free throw line, which you definitely have to improve on that. You got to improve on that, because if we had made our free throws, we probably would have had a chance, because the Sixers didn't really. You won the rebounding battle, right? We won the rebounding battle, so you didn't really give up a ton of rebounds, right? The margin was just by 2, right? But I mean, it's still impressive if Embiid and Andre Drummond are not playing, and you're still able to win the rebounding department. Then you really did a good job securing the glass. I mean, glass cleaning, right? But I mean, the Phoenix Suns are not a very good rebounding team, so I'm not surprised. But the point that I'm trying to make is that they took care of the boards, they got all the rebounds, and guess what? They didn't turn the ball over as much as the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix turned the ball over more than them. So from those two departments, you did what you were supposed to do. But at the free throw line, you missed your shots. From the field, you missed your shots. And then when you go to the bench unit, guys did not make their shots. Guys did not score a lot of points. And, shout out to the Phoenix Suns. They have 50 points coming off the bench alone, right? 50 points coming off the bench. And then you got Bradley Beal contributing to half of those points. Bradley Beal gave the Sixers 25. He barbecued those clowns last night. And I think this was his first game coming off the bench, and I don't know if it's going to stay the same way. I mean, I'm seeing rumors that he might waive his no trade clause and then finally get traded. Which, I mean, I don't. It's it's a long story going on over there in Phoenix, but Bradley Beal, don't get it twisted. Bradley Beal is one of the best scorers in the league. He's had seasons where he's giving you 30 points per game, right? So somebody who has proven that can average 30 points per game 2 seasons in a row, they're a very good scorer. So if you put him on the bench, him by himself, he's a much better scorer than anybody that the Sixers had on the bench, right? And the Sixers only had 7 points off the bench. So he gave you more than triple the production, right? He gave you more than triple the production that the Sixers had coming off the bench. Now, the Sixers are missing players. Don't get it wrong, right? Don't get it twisted. The Sixers are missing players. KJ didn't play. Embiid, Drummond didn't play. That really hurt the Sixers, because, you would have had Yabusele coming off the bench, giving you his production. And because of that, he had to be inserted into the starting lineup. So his production ended up being in the starting lineup. But case in point is that this Sixer team, I'm not really confident in the Sixer team, because number one, they're highly inconsistent, and number two, the record against the Western Conference teams is just not good, right? It's just not good enough, because they got swept by the Grizzlies, right? They lost all 2 games. They dropped all 2 games to the Grizzlies. They dropped all 2 games to the Clippers. They dropped all 2 games to the Phoenix Suns, right? The only teams they've beaten from the Western Conference is the Spurs, the Trailblazers, and the Jazz, right? They haven't beaten a lot of teams from the Western Conference. And it's really, if you really want to be competitive, you got to take care of business against some of these teams, because to win a championship, which I'm not saying the Sixers are going to win a championship, it's not looking that way, but if you really want to win, you got to show that you can compete with these teams. And according to the record, it's just not. That's not what it is, because you have a terrible record against teams from the Western Conference, and you've only beaten the worst teams from the West, right? You've only beaten the worst teams from the West. The Trailblazers are not really good in the Western Conference. The Utah Jazz are not really good from the Western Conference. Now, the Spurs, they're a very good team, right? They're much better than they were last season, but they are a playing team, right? They're not top 5, top 6. They're not top 5, top 6 in the West. So I think, a lot of things got to happen. A lot of things got to turn around for this Sixer team to be to be very, very consistent and to generate offense and not, struggle generating offense, right? Because shooting 39% from the field is not going to get it done. Paul George missing his jumpers, not going to get it done. And then one more thing, I think the guard play on the Sixers. I mean, I know the guard play on the Sixers is not so good. So Tyrese Maxey has to play a ton of minutes to cover that, right? And that's where that has to be addressed at the trade deadline. The Sixers need to get another guard or maybe even two, right? And not just guards who can score, guards who can actually facilitate guards who can actually initiate plays, and guards that can hold everything down when Tyrese Maxey's on the bench, right? Because if you keep playing him these amount of minutes, he played 44 minutes last night, which I mean I have no problem with it, right? I have no problem with it, but if you look at this league, players have a track record of getting hurt when they play a ton of minutes, right? So, I mean, Maxey has missed time, right? He missed time early on with the hamstring injury. So that's something that the Sixers have to address this trade deadline, right? You got to get one more guard at least. I think they need two, but you got to get one more guard at least, right? So that's that. But let me move on to the Phoenix Suns side, and let me talk about Phoenix a little bit because they really surprised me. Shout out to my guy Rap Guy Reloaded in the building. Salute. Sixers should trade for Bradley Beal. God, dog. So you want us to have Maxey, Embiid, George, and Bradley Beal, or you want us to give up Paul George and go get Bradley Beal? Which, I mean, it could help the Sixers, but I mean, Bradley Beal. One thing about him is he has injury concerns, which I have concerns with. So it'd be like giving up an injured player for another injured player, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But I mean, Bradley Beal can definitely help this team a lot. But that contract, I don't think nobody want to touch that contract. But if I'm to guess, I think Bradley Beal might end up on the Miami Heat. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. But yeah, shout out to Bradley Beal though. Yeah, speaking of the Suns, like I said, Devin Booker has been struggling against the Sixers, right? He's been struggling against the Sixers this season. But I mean, in his career, he's putting up good numbers against the Sixers, right? He's averaging like 29, 30 a game against the Sixers. He's had games where he's dropping 45 against the Sixers, has games where he's, really going off on the Sixers. But this year it hasn't been that way. And I think that's it's been going on this season, right? He hasn't been playing good. I don't know if it's because Kevin Durant is, taking the majority of the shots, or they're running the offense through KD, which, I mean, I believe they got to run it through Booker, right? They got to run it through Booker because, he's younger. He's in his prime. Kevin Durant is not in his prime anymore, right? KD's not in his prime. I think KD's prime ended in 2022. Right. That's just my opinion. I think his prime ended in 20. After that sweep to the Boston Celtics, yeah, I think that ended his ended his prime. But Devin Booker didn't play good, and I felt like the Sixers should have definitely capitalized on that. But Paul George, like I said, I'm not trying to blame Paul George so much, what I'm saying, because it's a team effort. Now I know people blaming the head coach. Oh, shout out to my guy RJ in the building. Appreciate you. He says, I ain't been here in a minute. I had to take a break and shower my thoughts. But I see this season as a wash. Yeah, RJ, I know how you feel about this season, and I mean, you've been on record saying that they should just bench Embiid, sit him down, and just tank the rest of the season. Which, yeah, I see it, but I mean, I think the Sixers team, I mean, if they were healthy, they could definitely do something special. But, it's just the inconsistencies on the court, the inconsistencies off the court, guys being in and out the lineups, plays. I mean, if you have Paul George playing so inconsistent, then, yeah, this season is not going to be any good, right? Paul George has to step up for the Sixers. And, what I'm saying? I did say that I'm going to speak on the Phoenix Suns, but let me talk about this about Paul George. It's about time that Paul George stepped up for the Sixers, right? I'm tired of the inconsistencies. He's only averaging 16 a game for the Sixers. And, I don't want to hear, he's a third option. That's why he's not giving you. Paul George should give the Sixers 20 a night, right? Paul George should give the Sixers 20 a night, and especially with Joel Embiid not playing last night, there's no reason why Paul George shouldn't have dropped 20 plus. Right now, Kelly Oubre gave you 25 or 26. Shout out to Kelly. He missed like the last 3 games, but he's still, the defensive intensity is still there, and him being aggressive is also there. Right, offensively, right, he's attacking the paint, he's attacking the rim, and he's generating rim pressure, putting a lot of pressure on the rim, and that's I was glad that he was doing that, right, and that's something that Kelly's always going to do if he's on the floor. Now, sometimes he gets trigger happy, which that's something I don't like, but the effort is just always going to be there. And that's something that I expect to see from Paul George, right? The injury excuse, we have to put it aside because he's played at least a quarter of the season in terms of games played, right? He's played a quarter of the season. So there's no reason why Paul George should be giving us 13 points, right? 5 of 16 from the field. That's 5 of 18 from the field. That's atrocious, right? Now, Nick Nurse did speak on this, and he said that, he spoke to Paul George and, talking about whether they should, work on different type of actions to get him different types of looks. And Paul George was like, nah, I'm kind of good with he said, I'm kind of good with the looks that I'm getting. I'm just not making those shots. So if you're good with those looks, okay, cool, no problem. Then you got to be making your shots, right? You got to be making your shots, and you got to be stepping up for the Sixers, right? Because, as a third option, yes, you can still give us 20 a night, right? Kristaps Porzingis did it last season with the Boston Celtics, right? I think Jason Tatum was averaging 26, Jaylen Brown was averaging 23, and then Porzingis was giving you 20 a night. So if Paul George is giving us consistent offensive production, I think the Sixers could be fine, but will he do it? That's the question. And at this moment, I don't have the answer to that question, right? And like I said, I don't know if he was shoveling snow earlier because, it did snow out here. But that's something that Paul George has to, got to be consistent for the Sixers. In order for the Sixers to be successful, we have to see some level of consistency from Paul George. What's up with these 10-minute droughts and scoring points, man? This is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. And I did mention that the Sixers as a team, they shot 39% from the field, right? 39% 10-minute scoring drought is crazy. But 39% from the field, that's not gonna get it done, right? It's not gonna get it done. And guys have to step up. And I think you can blame Nick Nurse to a certain degree, but I think that's something that they have to work on, right? Because the offense gets stagnant a lot of times, right? And sometimes, like I said, it's little ball movement, player movement, and a lot of ISOs, right? A lot of ISOs, and you have Paul George having opportunities to drive and try to make a drive, get in the lane and try to make a play or even finish at the basket, but you'll see him take these long 2-pointers, right? These long twos. And last night was not a good night. But moving forward, they play the Washington Wizards tomorrow, which it's going to be a lot of stat padding in that game, right? There's going to be a lot of stat padding in that game. I can clearly anticipate that. But yeah, Paul George is going to have to be more consistent for the Sixers. No more excuses. He's played, I don't know how many games he's played yet, but I think he's played 22 plus, or maybe 23 or something. I could be wrong, but anybody can look it up and let me know, because you've played more games, so it's not like the sample size. It's not like it's a small sample size. Like, you have a big enough sample size, so we should be seeing some level of consistency, right? You're right, 24 games. So that's a quarter of the season right there. So we got to see some consistency from Paul George, right? Now I'm calling out PG. I'm not scared to call out PG. People think I'm scared to call out PG because that's my favorite player. Like, no, I call everybody out. I keep the same energy for every kind of player. Shout out to my guy Tuna Sports. Was on the show earlier. Tuna Sports, Cleveland Cavaliers content creator. Y'all can sub to him. But yeah, Tune, I dropped the link, man. I don't know if you got if you got any thoughts on the Sixers last night, it was it was really terrible, right? It was really terrible. Because if you got KD and Devin Booker combining for um 33 points, then you should definitely look to capitalize. And the defense was good in the first half because they held them down to 42, 43 points, right? But the Sixers offensively could not even, score 30 plus, right? They could not score 30 plus, and Phoenix just scorched them in the second half, right? They just scorched them in the second half. And it was it was easy work right there. The bench showed up, and the Sixers bench did not show up, right? So I mean, like I said, 50 points to 7. That's a huge gap, right? That's a huge gap. And Bradley Beal by himself gave you triple the production that the Sixers bench gave you last night, right? He gave you 25, and then you had 7 points off the bench. That's not gonna cut it. The bench points. Yeah, that's crazy. The bench points is definitely crazy, right? But um, the bench points was crazy, and then you got the Sixer team also missing 10 free throws. That all of that contributed to why they lost. I mean, if you made a few of those free throws and then you made some of your shots from the field, you probably have a chance. RJ says it's hard watching the Sixers when I'm also an Eagles fan. I just can't give this team excuses. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I mean the Eagles are looking good. All right. I mean, who they play? They play the Packers, I think. Is it the Packers? Yeah, they play the Packers, which I mean I got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I could be biased, but yeah. But the Sixers, it's a lot of inconsistencies, and Paul George contributing to it, right? His injuries also contributing to it, and then Embiid being out in and out the lineups. I mean, I was surprised that Embiid was rolled out. I thought he was going to play because I feel like if he played, we probably win this game, right? Because what you call it, the center, Mason Plumlee, he ain't. I mean, Mason Plumlee's not doing anything with Joel Embiid, right? So, and that probably would have gotten us a lot more easier looks, right? So, but I mean, no excuses. If Embiid is not out there, you should still win the game, right? You should still win the game. But Paul George, Maxey, it was just a different story out there. It's a different story. What are we doing with Paul George? What you mean? I mean, I called him out. I called him out. There's no reason why PG shouldn't be averaging 20 for the Sixers, right? There's no reason why he shouldn't be giving us 20 because he's played a decent amount of games. So he has a much bigger sample size than he did in the beginning of the season. So we got to see more consistency, right? And a lot of those long twos, I'm not a fan of those long twos, right? I mean, I'd rather you drive and just drive and try to finish at the basket because PG has a very good percentage around the rim, right? People don't really talk about that, but within 0 to 3 feet, his percentage around the rim from 0 to 3 feet is very, very good, right? It's 60 plus, right? It's 60 plus. Now I know what people are gonna say, oh, because he doesn't really take a lot of shots around the rim. So yeah, but regardless, it's still 60%. So if you're finishing around the rim at 60%, why do you keep taking these long twos, right? But give the Suns some credit for their defense. I mean, I'll give them some credit, but um, yeah, I think KD was playing some good defense to start it off on PG, right? He played some good defense, but I felt like PG let them off the hook, right? I felt like PG he let them off the hook, um, let them get away too many times, right? The Suns don't have good enough rim protection, so when you play the Suns, you gotta attack the rim more, right? You gotta attack the rim. You gotta attack the paint more. Attack the paint. They don't have no rim protectors out there, so attack the paint. Get deep position and then try to kick out and make threes. Now they shot the 3-pointer very good, right? 38%. That's very, very good, very, very decent. But in the paint was not really good. And then you got other players, Caleb. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say shit about Caleb. He says Bona. Yeah, Bona didn't play a ton of minutes, which I already anticipated because Nick Nurse, for whatever reason, Nick Nurse got some outdated. He got some outdated coaching beliefs, and he doesn't believe in playing young players. So I saw this coming a mile away. After Embiid was ruled out, I was like, damn it. He's not gonna give Bona. He's not gonna give him a fair playing. He's not gonna give him enough playing time. So, but he said Nick Nurse is JB with glasses. Nah, Nick Nurse is definitely better than JB. We not doing that, bro. We not doing that. He's a champion, but sometimes his beliefs and not playing younger players, it really hurts him a lot, right? It hurts him a lot, and sometimes a team could be much better, but because he's not playing these younger guys, it just hurts the team more, right? But I mean, like I said, they won the rebound. I mean, but Phoenix is not a good rebounding team anyway, so they won that department, and also they didn't turn the ball over that much, right? Phoenix had I think 12, and they had 10, but you took care of those two departments. But from the field, you didn't shoot really good from the field, and then from the free throw line, you didn't shoot really good, and then off the bench, you only got 7 points off the bench. So you're not really you're not really gonna win a game like that. If your bench unit is giving you 7, and then the opposing team's bench is giving them 50, with Devin Booker struggling. But that was that. That was a terrible game from the Sixers. I mean, not a terrible game. I felt like it was a game they could have won. They should have won, but it didn't go that way. And I mean, the Sixers, as of right now, 6 games under 500. Yeah, 6 games under 500. It's very, very. I mean, they get close and then they drop one. They get close and then they drop another one, and it's just frustrating, right? But um, yeah, this team, you got to see more consistency. Paul George, you got to be better. Nick Nurse, you got to be better. Caleb Marr, you got to be better. Tyrese Maxey, you got to be better too. He says Kelly Oubre outscoring PG. Yeah, Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Like, he goes to the rim much more, but PG's taking a lot of contested shots. So him going to the rim really helped us, right? Because like I said, they have no rim protection, right? They have no rim protection, and I think that's something that Kelly, he recognized, right? They have no rim protection. Guess what? I'm gonna keep going downhill. I'm gonna keep going downhill. And Kelly Oubre also helped with the rebounding part, right? He gave you double digits in rebounds. So shout out to Kelly, missing the last 3 games, but coming back and giving the team 26 points. Now I know people are gonna call it empty stats, but I felt like Kelly was the reason why even Tyrese Maxey started to be better, because Tyrese Maxey also struggled, but he picked it up later on, and it was just too little, too late at that point. But yeah, that was the game right there. The Sixers lost. Paul George. Yeah, everybody gets the blame, but I'm blaming you the most. You got to be better. You got to give us 20 a night. There's no excuses. No excuses. So yeah, that's that. But he says Thunder won the trade. What trade? The SGA trade. I mean, Thunder won the trade because Kawhi Leonard always got hurt. So you're not winning a championship with Paul George as the best player, as your first option. You're not winning a championship. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, let me just switch gears a little bit and let's talk about the trade deadline, right? So it's a lot of rumors going on, a lot of rumors right now at this moment. I'm getting notifications on teams that would make sense for them to trade for Jimmy Butler. The Sixers being one of them. I'm hearing that the Sixers are interested in Jimmy Butler and they might go trade for Jimmy, which I don't see it happening, right? I don't see it happening, even though I see a lot of people in agreement with that trade. That if you get Jimmy Butler, you probably have a chance to make a deep postseason run. Which It's that's fair. That's fair because I mean Jimmy's track record. He's been on teams. I mean, been on the Miami Heat, or should I say the Miami Cheat. They've made it to the finals, made the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times, and Jimmy Butler was the leader. He was the first option. So, the Sixer fans believe that if they get him, that's possible. But I brought this up the last time, and I'll say it again. When they trade their players, they don't send them to the Eastern Conference. They send them out west. And you can do your research on this. You can do a few research on this. Some of the best players in their history and what teams they traded them to when they made those trades, right? Shaq, which Shaq got traded to Phoenix, right? They didn't send him to the Eastern Conference, right? A few other players as well. They didn't send them to the Eastern Conference. They sent them out west. Now, somebody brought up Max Strus, which is the Max Strus, John, it's a different situation because I think it was a sign and trade, right? It was a sign and trade. So they were getting some assets back. They were getting something back. And Max Strus is not the Miami Heat best player, right? I'm talking about the best players in the history of your franchise, like the Tim Hardaways, the Alonzo Mournings, the Shaqs. These players, like, they don't, like, the all-star caliber players, they don't send them out east. They send them out west. So me personally, I don't believe it's gonna happen. But if it does happen, okay, cool, no problem. I mean, because I believe Jimmy and Paul George, at this point in their careers, I mean, they're, how old are they? 34, 35 years old. But it's just not gonna make sense for the Sixers because you sign PG to a 212 max deal, and then you're sending them for Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy only has 1 year left on his contract. So after this year, he's a free agent. So he could possibly leave your team and go sign with another team, right? If he feels like you're not giving him the contract that he deserves. Now, I mean, I think the Sixers can definitely give Jimmy the contract he deserves because Jimmy is 35 years old, so he's not going to get the same deal that PG got, right? But I just don't see it happening, right? I just don't see it happening, and I would be surprised if it actually does happen. I believe he's going to get traded to Phoenix. That's my belief. Either the Phoenix Suns or the Houston Rockets. That's how I see it. I don't see him getting traded to the Sixers. So I think Sixer fans, I mean, to those that believe, y'all can, just don't believe it too much because it's not gonna happen. Right. It's not gonna happen. Just focus on what can actually happen. I told you to get Jimmy, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, I don't see it happening too. I don't see why Miami would trade Jimmy back to the Sixers. It's just not gonna happen. So it was a sign and trade, and Max Strus was one of the best players. No, he wasn't. He wasn't the first, second, or third option on that team. So, Tuna Sports, don't lie to yourself, bro. He wasn't. Yeah. I seen that. I seen that too. I seen that. I was like, okay, so he probably don't want to be in Phoenix then, because I thought he really wanted to be in Phoenix. But if he's willing to waive it, but he gotta agree to where you're trying to trade him to. So if he's not trying to go to Miami, then he's not getting traded to Miami, right? But I mean, like, where could Bradley Beal possibly get traded to where he can compete for a championship? Excuse me, because I mean, I feel like Phoenix was his best chance, his best opportunity to. But I mean, the Phoenix Suns, they're not as good as I expect them to be. So I don't know, but yeah, let's talk about the Sixers and what they actually need. I just wanted to get the Jimmy Butler. I just wanted to get the Jimmy Butler shit out the way. But the Sixers currently, I think the Sixers need two kind of players. I mean, three actually, but two from the same position and one. I think the Sixers need a forward and they need about two guards, right? You need a forward and you need about two guards. Now, one name that I've been hearing a lot, which we all have been, if you're a Sixer fan, is Lonnie Walker the fourth. Now, Lonnie Walker, like I said, he's a very very good he's a good scorer off the bench. He's like an instant offense type guy. He can give you about 13, 14, 15 points coming off the bench, but he's not a playmaker, right? He's not a playmaker, and I think that's something that the Sixers really need. They need a playmaker coming off the bench, right? You need a playmaker who can, sometimes take the pressure, take the weight off Maxi, in spurts, and kind of like come in, run the offense, and do what point guards do. Because the Sixers don't have a facilitator, they don't have a point guard. But Lonnie Walker is not that. Lonnie Walker is a scorer. So, which I mean, the Sixers do need scoring. Don't get it wrong, but if you're going to get a Lonnie Walker, I think you should get another guard. And I mean, currently, as we speak right now, I mean, who could the Sixers possibly trade for? Like a backup point guard who can come in and run the offense when Tyrese Maxey's on the bench. I mean, I don't really see anybody. I mean, a bench player like a point guard type player who can do that. I just don't see it. So I might as well agree with I might as well agree with RJ that this season is a wash. Yeah, Tyus Jones. Yeah, Tyus Jones could have been that, and I did advocate for Tyus Jones, but the Sixers did not. They did not even look in his direction. They went for somebody else, and they signed Kyle Lowry instead. To that, they gave Kyle Lowry that contract. Which I mean, Kyle Lowry can be on the team. Don't get it wrong, but I mean, he's not. He's just not gonna be as effective right now as he once was. He's in year 19. He's not Chris Paul, right? He's not Chris Paul. I mean, Chris Paul's in what, year 20, and he's still this good. I mean, I don't even like Chris Paul, but you gotta give him his props. I mean, he's running the Spurs team, like he's keeping them afloat, like he's got them in the play-in. And I'm not giving him the full credit. Don't get me wrong, because Wemby has gotten better. Those other players have gotten better, but I mean, Chris Paul has been giving them some easier looks, some wide open looks, and running the offense like an actual floor general. So, even as a hater of Chris Paul, I gotta give him that. I gotta give him his props. I'm not scared to tell you I hate a player. Like I hate Chris Paul. But yeah, Tyus Jones could have definitely been that for us, but yeah, we missed out on him. So, but I mean, at this point, who else could you go get? Because Jeff Dowling you can't rely on Jeff Dowling Jr. to do that, right? And I mean, Nick Nurse is not even going to play him anyway, right? Nick Nurse is not even going to play him. So, they definitely need to get need a scorer and a playmaker off the bench. RJ says, just watch the WWE. I mean, he says just watch the season like the WWE this year, so you won't get upset. Yeah, I might as well because we keep saying it's too early, but I mean, how many games are we? How many games have the team played so far? Like what, 35, 36? We're almost halfway through the season, and they're still under 500. So, um, yeah, Gabe Vincent. That's a good name, but no, I don't want Gabe Vincent. I don't want that heat. Even though I mean he former Heat player, but I felt like I think he fell off. He definitely fell off when he went to the Lakers. I don't know if LeBron wrecked him, but he fell off. He's not as good as he was on the Miami Heat. I expect nothing from this team anymore. Embiid sitting out, no back to backs. I don't even get mad anymore for real. Yeah, and it's just. I mean, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the goal is. Sitting him. I mean, this was not even a back to back, and he sat out. And they're trying to make up a foot strain. He ain't got no goddamn foot strain, bro. It's not no foot strain. It's he probably had the rest or something. But RJ, I mean, I would wish you hit the link and and give your thoughts on this team, man. But yeah, all the Heat players fall off. I mean, do they? No, not all of them. I mean, I saw the Boston Strangler or the Boston Slayer. It just demolished the Boston Celtics on Christmas. So yeah, but yeah, I think they need a guards. They need guards because the guard play on this team is not really good, and then they need a forward as well, right? Oh, I got my guy RJ in the building. What's good, RJ?
Good man. My bad. If you hear the Sesame Street in the background. My daughter be watching that shit. But yeah, bro. Like, you just gotta look at this team as a wash. It is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I'm not even getting mad no more. Like, I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, this is the first time I ever watched a team where I just like looking at it as like as if I'm watching like uh a damn Wizards game. You know what I mean? Like those games never matter. So it's
Right,
like I'm watching like the Wizards for 82 games, bro. Like no, it don't matter if Embiid play. It's like nothing exciting for you anymore. It's like because you're seeing it all, but you kind of know like this not going anywhere. Like you can't go nowhere with Kyle Lowry getting major minutes, bro. And
right,
2024. I meant we in 2025 now. Look, we in 2025. We playing Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon major minutes. Like you can't do that. So it's like I'm just looking at the season as a wash, man. Uh, I mean, look, I understand what Daryl Morey was trying to do, but his problem is he don't he like the big money players, but he's horrible in the margins. Like we need guys that like the in between dudes, the
right,
Torian Princes of the world, the Bobby Portis of the world. Like we need players like that. We don't have any players like that. Like we got. I mean, Caleb Martin's finally starting to come around. He stopped shooting like he was throwing the baseball over a fence, but.
yeah, he's way too inconsistent.
But I but I just don't see we don't have the guys that keep the motor running. Like this
Right, that's
oh
a good
no,
point.
bro.
That's a good point.
I wanted to see Paul George, you know what I mean, prove me wrong because I always had I never wasn't was a real big fan of Paul George, but I mean, I accept him who he is. I was like, yo, he an all-star. I mean, he should come in and just at least do better than Tobias Harris. That's what I was thinking it as now. But
Right,
it just seemed as like he just Tobias Harris with an iOS update, bro. Like it's just insane. Like, man,
man.
this
That's
man
that.
is just fuck, bro. He like Tobias Harris and iOS. What we on iOS 18? This man.
18 or some shit. Yeah, and I mean it's sad because Tobias was even giving us better production than what PG's giving you, right? And
And
PG has
that's what
been
I'm saying. He wasn't
Mhm.
even breaking this much. The thing about Tobias Harris, he wasn't shooting enough.
Right.
That was a problem with Tobias. Now, PG is bricking everything. It's like,
Yeah, and PG's a better he's a better player. I mean, he did do some good things on the court last night. I mean, the rebound and the pass and that's good, but in terms of the shot making and the offense, like you said, a 10-minute scoring drought, which is very very crazy.
yeah, yeah, like bro, we cannot. That's insane, bro.
It
Like
is.
that you gotta look at the difference. Like, all right, we we want him to get his shots. Like PG, we want him to get his shots, but he taking like bad long twos. Like
Mhm.
this the like we in 2004, bro. Come on, like yo, just play within the. I don't know. I feel like they making
Yeah.
him shoot those shots, bro. Like he not getting to the rim. He looking slow. It's like I don't know, bro. I just looking at it as I just don't see it this year. Like I'm a watch, but I'm not gonna really like care if we win or lose, like because nothing really mattered, honestly. Like the playoffs are watching me. Like I just don't see us really beating no team in seven, really, and that's why
Mhm.
I want bro. Like what's up with Nurse, man? Because I can argue that River I can really argue that Rivers had
No-
worse teams. He had worse teams and got more wins with guys without Embiid, bro. Like he had Shake Milton led teams winning at least 3 or 4 games. Like Nurse can't win at all without Embiid, bro. This is insane.
Yeah, he's an Embiid merchant at this point.
Yeah. Oh my
He's an Embiid
God.
merchant at this point because it's just I mean I feel like if you have PG and Maxi on the floor, that should be enough to be good, somewhat good, offensively, and be able to win games. But
We should
again, we
at
gotta
least beat the Utahs and all that. Like, yeah, we should
right,
beat those teams without Embiid. Like, what?
right,
Like, I get what I get their mindset is sitting Embiid in some of these games. But damn it, we can't win without him in the worst teams. We are going. We are actually in a fight with the Pistons. We in a fight with all of these teams that have no business being in the same tier of the Sixers,
as the
bro. So
Sixers, right, against the Jazz, it went down to the wire. Um,
yeah, like
against the Kings, not too long ago, they had a 12, 13 point lead, and then
yes,
they got walked down in the clutch. Couldn't make a shot.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. This is getting out of hand, bro. And I just want to know, like, bro, Philly not going to take this for too long, man. It's going. People get it. Like I'm telling you, channels like you, RB, DJ, people gonna start calling like, "Yo, when are we gonna go to the arena and start asking to fire Nick Nurse?" Like, you
Man, we
know how
might
those chants get wild, bro.
we might as well start it. We're starting now.
That's what I'm saying. This is insane, bro. I ain't never seen a coach lose this much in like, well, unless it was on purpose, and that was because Brett Brown wasn't even trying to win. But
Right.
this is a team that's supposed to have championship like
Aspirations, yeah.
aspirations.
Mhm.
You don't see it, bro. Like it's a
And
wash for
teams
me, bro.
teams with championship aspirations, even if your best player is out, you should expect them to, win some of these games, win some tough games because even the Boston Celtics last year, they won some games when Jason Tatum wasn't playing, right? And he's the best player on
Right.
the team.
Everybody that has their best player that missed a few games still gotta have that chemistry to be able
Right.
to win. Like the teams that's not every like the teams that's like below 500, we should beat those teams, man. There's no, I don't care what, like the Bulls, all of them type of teams, bro. We should beat those teams, bro. But we're
Right.
not. We're losing, like, and we're in dog fights. Like,
Dog fights,
I
right.
can't, I can't say that we even like doing a bad job because we'd be up 20, 30 points, and somehow, some way, is a 4 point win. Like, bruh,
They
how
just
do
let
you
their foot
allow a team
they
to?
let their
Yeah, no,
foot off
no.
the gas and they start playing around with the team and it's just like, yo, just put this team away and just get it over with. Right.
They
But they'll
go
play
on
around.
these.
Hmm.
Yeah, every third quarter is like they go on these 10-minute droughts, bro. That's what I was saying earlier. Like it's like a complete like YMCA game in the third quarter. We just missing
Missing
everything.
everything.
Layups, 3 pointers, free throws. And what's up with Max shooting these free throws, dog? Like
Man.
it's starting to piss me off. Like the shots you like. All right, he made the and one, but it looked like he about to miss his free throw. Like I can't believe I got to that point to saying that I don't trust Maxi on the free throw
At the
line,
free
bro.
throw
Like
line,
what are
real
we?
shit. Real shit.
You see, you notice that? Like,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he'll make this acrobatic layup and get to the line. Then he'll miss. He'll miss the
bro,
free throw.
everybody's missing free throws. This is insane. I'm like, I've never seen a team miss so many free throws. Like in pivotal times, like that'd be the little things that's reason why we losing the game. Like
Right.
we'll do stupid, like we'll grab the rebound, right? We'll get a defensive rebound, but then
Hmm.
we're so close to that out of bounds, he throw the ball out of bounds. Like it'd be stupid stuff like that. Like, bro, if you ever watch like the game, like the little shit that get us like stupid turnovers and be dribbling down, he bringing the ball up,
And then he'll
not
dribble
paying
it off his
attention, the
foot.
ball behind. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
bro. We have the most. undisciplined team in all of sports, bro. I've never seen a team that turned the ball over and
that
so
much.
horrible and intangibles. That's the reason why Knicks and the Wolves, they are so good in the margins because they take care of the rebounds. They make sure
Right.
that everybody get out. They know how to run a break. Man, we
Mm-hmm.
run a break, bro. And it's like we have a 3-on-2. We have a no, a 3-on-1 break, and
3-on-1
we
break.
can't even score. Right? Like,
Hey, Kelly Oubre be trying to finish over 2-3 guys in the paint on
bro,
a
this
3-on-1
is
break. It's just crazy. And then you'll
the
have
beginning
Caleb
of the
Martin step on the line and turn the ball over. It's like, come on, bro. We just got to steal,
bro.
and you just turn it right over it.
Beginning of the year, we used to throw alley oops. We don't ever throw no alley oops no more. Like,
Because I don't think
bro,
we have guys on the team that can actually give a good lob pass. I don't think Maxi. I mean, Maxi sometimes
yeah,
he'll find
he
Andre
do a
Drummond on the
few.
cut. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You know what? You're right. We need some, bruh. Like, when you was talking about guards, I was looking like the with the ball. But I know he already locked up. But like a player like Chris Dunn, that play on the Clippers. I think he play on the Clippers now. Like,
Clippers.
we need like
Yeah.
a guy like I wanted Murray before he went to the Pelicans. We was looking for a backup point guard like a or a guy that can run next to Maxi. Like we ain't gonna have McCain this year, so it's like, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like we are horrible in the margins. We can't shoot free throws. We're not consistent on the 3-point line. We don't take enough. Now we starting to just chuck up threes. We don't. Uh, we got too many old dudes. It's so many problems with the team. Is like you cannot expect them to do anything in the playoffs, bro. Like they are amazing with Embiid, but he
Right.
don't play enough games to him to even matter. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro,
Yeah.
you got like let's just say you got like $1 million, bro, but it's like you can't spend it. It's like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we build these teams around Embiid, man, and this is the reason why I'm just being real. Like I wanted to get rid of him in the MVP season because he's never available when we need it, bro. Like it's insane. Like, or if he's available, he's not healthy enough to really could we can make a run or
To help the
push.
team
Like
make a run. Yeah. Yeah.
it's been
That's a
10
fact.
years, bruh. It's been 10
That's,
years. Think about it. We did that for the Eagles. Think about if Jalen Hurts was never healthy for like the playoffs. He playing a great, amazing season. He giving us 10, 12 wins a year, right?
a year. Mm-hmm.
But he never healthy in the playoffs. You just like, all right, bro. Like Jeffrey Lurie and what's the boy that's that owns the Commanders now? They
Uh,
different, bro.
that's the Sixers owner right now. Josh Harris.
Yeah, Josh Harris, bro. Like he would have been starting to fight. Like Jeffrey Lurie been on a fire spree, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just two different organizations. It's like how can we cheer one team on
Yeah, two
and
different
get mad at
organizations.
the other?
Mhm.
It's insane, bro. I'm going off the tangent, but that's
It's
how I feel
insane.
about this team, bro. That's
No,
why
no,
I
no,
don't.
you good, you good. Yeah,
I don't look. I just look at it as just chalk the season. Just look at it because we all love basketball, and we love the Sixers. I still watch other teams, but
hmm
it's hard to really watch and engage and like care about it because it's like I can't really cheer when they do good and I can't really get mad when they do bad because it's just like I just know they got too many old guys and they got too many guys that don't do the little stuff and they're lazy. They get mad when they miss shots when like they don't they like
they get mad when they don't get the calls. They don't get back on
when
defense.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
You
bro.
can't go through emotions. Wait till the 48 minutes. Bro, wait till the 48 minutes over till you to get into your feelings. Bro,
Right.
right now you can't be sitting there arguing with the referee when it's a 3-2 break.
Right.
Like,
And arguing with the officials is not going to overturn the call anyway. So just get back and try to get a stop on
yeah,
defense.
bro.
Right.
But they all take the attitude of Embiid, bro. You see it in Maxie now. Now he crying for calls now. Remember when
Right.
he didn't get paid? He ain't get crap. He kept playing. He didn't matter. But this year, bro,
Yeah.
he crying for every single call. They all take that same. Embiid is great, but he got to understand that he's a leader. But he's not. He's not. He don't have the leadership to keep these guys in line, bro.
In
Like
line.
he's
Yeah.
never
Right.
there. You're not there
Right.
supporting the team. You're not on the bench. But that's why I was talking about Thomas, telling Thomas before. I was like, this is the problem with Embiid. It's not that he hurt all the time. It's more so that your leadership is affecting the team, bro. And that's why, like, we're gonna win some games. Of course, I don't. I say we probably win about 40 games this year.
40.
Okay,
Mm.
we may limp into the playoffs. We may limp into the playoffs, but I just don't see us doing anything. Like I don't see us
But
being the major teams like that, bro. Like I just
but
don't. It,
you think they can like make a trade, but like before the trade you think they can make a trade and get a player or two or maybe even three and turn this whole thing around?
but you got to change the attitude
Mm-hmm.
of the team. It's more. It's not making or missing shots. Mm, What
Yeah.
we talking about, right? What we talking about? We talk about the little things, the missing the free throws,
Not getting
the
back on defense.
not getting back on defense, the turnovers,
Right.
getting the rebound, and then getting smacked, getting the ball smacked out. Like your hands is weak. Like you can't
Yeah.
change that, bro. Like certain
The, and
we got certain players,
the communication on the
oh,
floor as well. Because that has to do with
bro.
communication. Because when somebody grabs a rebound and you don't tell them that there's somebody right there, they gonna turn the ball over. But sometimes
Bro,
when you get
they
the rebound, you got to be aware as well that you got to look over your shoulder and make sure ain't nobody right behind you to smack it out your hand.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then the inbound, bro. The inbound, nobody can inbound the ball. Bro, come you can't change that with three people, bro. You can't. You know it. You see it. You like, yo, why do the Sixers don't play like any other team in the NBA?
In the NBA.
It's like
Yeah.
no other team. Like it's a lot of new team. We can't just say they don't have chemistry, bro. We almost 50 games in, bro. Like
Right.
like at a certain point, like, come on now. Like y'all still professionals. It's not even that y'all missing or making shots. It's the little stuff that
The
get on
little
my
stuff.
nerves. That's the reason why I'm
Right.
like, I don't see a championship team. You see the crisp passes of the Boston Celtics. You see the grittiness in the Knicks. You see it in these other teams
Other teams.
with Philly. You watch Philly, they are so lazy. Like you can watch them and you see how lazy they are. Somebody they don't communicate. They're lazy. They can't make free throws. It's like, bro, like that's what loses games. So I'm just like, nah, bro. Like I
Right.
just
Hmm.
we can
I
make a
mean,
trade, but
you.
you see it yourself.
Mhm.
Not me. Bro, I already gave up. But I, you see it yourself. You know that they lazy, bro. You see everybody's lazy on the team, bro. There's
Right.
nothing that they can do to change it, and that's the coach. The
That's
coach don't. They don't.
I was just about to say that, but yeah, go ahead though.
He don't put emphasis on that, bro. He don't put emphasis on it. You see it. He don't put emphasis. He used to having teams carry him, and that's my problem with Embiid. You can't be a superstar that's looking to get carried. Nobody's going to carry you when you're the best player on the team, bro. You can't
That's
sit
a
there
great.
and want to play some certain games and just be like, all right, I'll see y'all in January. Like, no, bro. You gotta come on and play every game, or at least be attentive, or help your teammates get to the point where they bonus should have some type of development, like
Right.
some type of game development. We ain't got nothing. He didn't do it with Paul Reed. Didn't do it. All these young guys should have some type of development under their best player, bro. Like
Right. Right.
LeBron always made people better, bro. Like it's just like Steph Curry too. Why these guys that come from Golden State, all of them can shoot, bro? Like because they watch they watch Steph Curry um
Yeah. Steph Curry barbecued us. Barbecue the Sixers. 8 threes without a miss. Yeah, that was crazy.
it's a reflection of your leader, like the bull tune up sports said, man. It's the reflection of your leader,
Reflection
in
of your
my
leader.
opinion.
Yeah.
This
Hmm.
entire team is a reflection of our leader, bro. He's lazy. He's not good in the margins because I understand that he started playing basketball at 16, but he don't have that grit. He don't have that grit, and we're missing that grit. He's a great player forever. He'll be one of my favorite players forever. But when
The
he's
little
on,
things.
he's the greatest. But
Hmm.
the little things, bruh, the driving, the stopping the play, the not getting back on defense, like, bro, that all contributes to losing. Like
Right.
it does, and we're gonna lose forever until we stop that crap. They wondering why we can't win games. It's not that y'all missing shots. It's because y'all suck in the margins. Bro, I'm telling you, Josh Hart is one of the horrible players that I've ever watched in my life. Right? That's just my opinion. But
Hmm.
he does all the little stuff that
Right.
make him win games. I
Like
hate Josh Hart.
you will never outwork Josh Hart in the game because he does all the little
Never.
things. The rebounding, the diving on the floor for loose balls, the getting back on defense, um,
Bruh.
pushing the break because he does push the break for them sometimes, and gets
Right.
them easy shots in transition. Yeah.
Right. And that's why I kind of like, I mean, Caleb Martin got that type of vibe, but he can't do it himself, and he not the best player. Like
Right.
he not the best player, and his team don't carry an attitude that they want to do all of it. So even if Caleb Martin is doing it, everybody else not doing it. And that's the reason why I know everybody didn't really like him like that. He was a horrible player, but we can see what Patrick Beverly brought to the Philadelphia Sixers, bro. Like you seen we was a little bit more mean, a little more grittier when he played
Prettier.
because he he
Right.
he he did the little shit. Like
Hmm.
that's just my opinion. Like it's just certain players we ain't got that voice in the locker room. All these guys are nice. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see it, bro.
Right.
Like
Tyrese Maxey smiling all the time. PG smiling all the time on his podcast, on the court, want to be
yeah, like
friends. And yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
Like if I mean, what you think the players can be that can switch this around? Because I don't see it, bro. Like
I mean, I think for number one, Embiid is gonna have to be on the court. That's first and
I
foremost. Which
agree.
I
I
just, I
agree,
just, I just got a notification that says Paul George and Joel Embiid are out against the Wizards,
bro.
on
You see what
Wednesday
I'm
night.
saying? The attitude of the team, bro. This team act like they won a championship. That's the problem.
And
They
they ain't
act
even been
like
out the
that.
second round.
They act like they can just we gonna just turn it on at a certain time, bro. This season is a wash in my opinion. Like I don't see how people are like still hopeful. Like I just don't see it, bro. Like they play. You know how that year, like people go to they won the championship or go to the championship, and then that
Yeah,
next year they may not be as good because they got injuries and stuff like that. Like that's
right.
how we playing. Like we never even sniffed a ECF, and we playing like we got something. Like we won something. Like I just like I could they just it's just the difference between trying to be good and being great. And I just like I said, Embiid is a very good player, but he's just not a great player, bro. Like it is what it is. And
Yeah,
they're all carrying that same attitude. I hate this year. This year probably the worst. year that I've watched since the process, and I was already accepted my fate with the process. But this year, bro, it's like it's very. I don't know how people enjoying to watch the Sixers like go to the games. I could never go to the games, bro.
Oh hell
I'd be
no,
even more mad
hell
going to the
no.
games. I don't. I'm like, bro, they must be taking their family out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Trying to push up on a joint, trying to bag a joint there or something. Because there
Yeah,
ain't no way that you're having fun going to a Sixers game, man. They are absolutely hard, not fun to watch. Like
yeah.
they don't do anything exciting. They don't throw alley oops. They don't dunk the ball. They missing a billion threes.
They
So
don't
like,
make
what are
threes.
you going
Yup.
to a Sixers game for? Like they don't make free throws. You know what I
They're
mean?
not
The other
hyping you
team
up with the
never breaking.
defense. Yeah,
Right. The other team don't be breaking for chicken. They don't get no blocks. They don't get any steals. Well, they get steals sometimes, but
yeah,
that's it, bro. Like I, I don't see it, bro. Like, but like you said, we can find some guys that could change the landscape of the team. I just what teachers got game still? You said
yeah.
what he
He
said?
says Embiid's leadership style is transactional. It's all about what you can do for him. If he was like a Jokic, a Shea, a Tatum, he'd be a transformational leader and make guys around him better.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
agree.
That's what I mean.
I agree.
That's what I mean. The Jokic, the shot, you see how everybody rally around Shea when
Yeah,
he killing them, like the whole
right.
team doing in the interviews, all of that. Like but that's his leadership style. Like
Hmm.
Embiid, bro, it's like he only happy when we winning, but when he losing, we don't see him, bro. Like he out. And I mean, I have
And he's not
nothing
even at the
wrong.
games. Yeah,
It's nothing wrong with being with your kid. I mean, I get it because I love being around my little girl at all costs. But
right.
look, it's different when it's like, bro, you are a leader of a team. It's like I don't know, bro. You the best player, but it's crazy
It's
that we
more
gotta look for a
responsibility that
leader.
comes. It's more responsibility that comes with that. If you're the leader of the team, leader slash best player, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes your attitude on the court it reflects in your teammates. It reflects on the guys on the court as well. So if you're not getting back on defense, if you're being lazy, guess what? The team is going to be lazy, right? So I kind of I absolutely agree with you. And I mean against the Washington Wizards, yeah, they're going to win, which they're supposed to win, right? But I mean, at this point, I mean, it could go either or, man. I don't even know at this point because I seen the Wizards. They beat the Denver Nuggets with Jokic on the floor, so they might not be as trash as you know as people think they is.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like I'm just looking for that. We just looking for that leader, man. Like I look, man. I it don't matter who come into this. You see how many good players come and lead the Sixers, bro. And every year it's a new. We got a new team. That should tell
Yeah.
you something. Like no continuity. Be like, bro, they hate playing with Embiid. That's just be real, bro. Like it's no sugarcoating it no more, bro. Like we gotta keep it a being. Ain't nobody stayed, bro. Everything it gotta be because of a contract. No, they gotta keep it real. They don't like playing with him because he do certain stuff. He never there. He's like I said. He always wanna be the person that don't take the reins on like he want to get carried. You cannot get carried, bro. You're the best player.
As the best player, right?
You,
That's a great point. That is a great point right there.
if you know it's this game, everybody else try to play every game, and I'm not trying to hate on him that he injured, but bro, you already set the tone in the beginning of the year saying, yeah, I probably ain't gonna play no back to back. It's like nobody want to hear, even if that's true, nobody want to hear that. So you
Right.
already set the tone of what the year going to be, especially when you seen that January got a billion back to backs. So it's like,
Right.
all right, well, that month is going to be a wash for us. We better hope. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know. And then now you
Yeah.
missing. Now you're missing not just only the back to backs, you're missing games that like we need you in. So people looking at you, you dunking. Like,
Man,
I don't know, bro.
Ducking the Wizards is crazy. Oh man, I mean, I don't even see why they're benching Paul George because he's not hurt. Did he get hurt last night? Did I miss something?
Bro, bro, yeah, he's suffering from stinking it up. They like sit this one out, bro. You gotta sit down and think about this one, my boy. Jesus, I been stinking it up, bro. It's not even funny, man. I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there like, all right, we got another player that maybe can do something.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we did more with Tobias Harris than he did. I was like, my only problem with Tobias Harris was he was just he was
I think we lost them. But yeah, Tobias was, giving you 17, 18 a game. And I did call PG out on this because I mean, you've played more than a quarter of games this season. So PG should definitely be giving you more like better production. Like the production that Tobias was giving you, PG should be giving you at least that or even a little bit more. Because he's more talented. He's a better player. Yeah, he does more on the court, but from the scoring department, like this team needs scoring, right? So
yeah,
he should be
you're
giving
right.
us like 20 plus. And Paul George is better than Kristaps Porzingis, and Porzingis was giving the Celtics 20 last season. So the 16 points that PG's given us clearly is not enough. He has to step up. And in games where Embiid is not there, he should be stepping up. And going 4
Yeah,
for 18, 5 for 18, that is definitely not going to cut it, right? That's not going to cut it for
yeah,
us.
man. Yeah, man. I don't know what we gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do, bro. Just look for next year. Look for next year, bro. No,
I mean,
'cause
I
oh
still believe they can turn it around, but like it starts with Embiid. That's why that's where my hope is right now. I think it starts with
yeah.
Embiid.
You're
That's
right.
just my
That's what I'm
opinion.
saying. The
Mhm.
whole thing, this whole year is about Embiid. That's why people don't like playing with him. Every year it's about Embiid, bro. If
Yeah,
he's healthy, we like why is it always like that? Why we can never have a team that can just that just can be cohesive enough to win without him? Like we have to have, and that's the problem because he's never available. If you want to have the best player on your team, he gotta at least place 65 to 70 games a year, bro. Like if
yeah.
you want to have a reliable if you want to have a reliable number one, he gotta play about 60 to 70 games a year, bro. That's just my opinion. Like
No, that's a
we
fact.
can't
I mean,
sit
I take
there and play half the year and then expect us to win anything. We ain't gonna win shit with this, man.
right, right. Like I take games played very, very seriously, which I know everybody does too. So I
Yeah.
believe, yeah, if this Sixer team's gonna do anything, Embiid has to be playing games. I mean, sitting against the Wizards and the Suns. I mean, come on,
Bro, the Wizards and the Sun, that's the worst. Man, come on, man.
right, right.
Uh, what
And
you
the
what you
Suns.
think, bro? What you think about this trade deadline? Who we getting, bro? Who we getting? Who you want?
I mean, I don't know what player exactly, but I just want a guard, like two guards who can actually get on
Okay.
the court, like one that is a scorer and one that can actually facilitate. And then I think we need a power forward, like a good enough power forward, like a 6'8", 6'9". I mean, I heard Santi Aldama, but I mean, he's not the player that I'm really envisioning because he's not a point of attack defender, right? If you're going up against a
Yeah.
Giannis, a Tatum, or some of these guys, you can't put Santi Aldama on those guys. He would get barbecued.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think those are the players that the Sixers need, like a power forward and
yeah,
like at least two guards, like two guards that are actually going to play. Because Nick Nurse, he has some guards, but he's not playing them. So you need guys that's going to
yeah,
actually play. And playing Kyle Lowry all those minutes is not gonna work. Right?
yeah,
It's not gonna
yeah.
work.
Do you think we'll be able to make a trade with Brooklyn again or no? You think that's a wash? You don't think they gonna give us any guards or nothing like that? But we
I mean,
get
with
Cam.
Brooklyn,
Maybe
who
we
you,
get Cam Thomas on there. So
oh, we
or
get Cam
no, you
Thomas.
don't
Well,
like Cam
shit.
Thomas.
No, I fuck with Cam. I fuck with
Yeah.
Cam.
You think we'll be able to make a trade for him, or we ain't gonna have enough for him? Or you think that's like their number one over there or something?
I mean, I think they try to get off him though. I think we can
Yeah,
definitely make a trade. I mean, the Nets they're terrible for. I mean, they traded Mikal to their own rival. So I mean, why not
yeah, you are.
give us a piece or two to help our team?
Yeah, I know, right? He's giving away. They giving away anybody over there, bro. I was
gave
so
him away
mad when
for
they got
gave him away for a fucking butterfly strip or something. Butterfly
yeah,
strip for
like
Popeyes.
this was crazy. I'm like, dog. Yeah, man, we could get like Cam Thompson or Cam Thomas or the Johnson
Cam
on the
Johnson.
same team. Cam Johnson, I like him too. Cam Johnson, he pretty good.
Yeah, he balling this year. Balling
But
this year.
I don't know if they want. It depends on what we gonna give up though, because I don't know what we only got KJ as a asset. Like
As an
what do we
asset,
got?
yeah, KJ, a couple picks. I
Okay,
don't know if Caleb is an asset right now. I don't know if Kelly's a tradable asset at this moment, but yeah, I think
yeah,
it's just KJ and picks.
okay. Dang man. And we can't we won't be able like I know people don't want to trade McCain, but like if it come down to it, I don't think we gonna do anything. So I wouldn't even trade McCain anyway. But if the, but if but like if we was doing something, you think they would have traded McCain if he was healthy? If
To
we
get a better,
was like,
yeah, bro.
yeah,
I'm trying to get better every single time.
yeah. Because
Trying to
I
get
mean,
better, and
I
mhm,
love McCain, but I don't. We just not in the same timeline. You know what I
right,
mean? Like he gonna kill the league in a couple of years from now, though, bro.
he will, he will,
I'm like,
he will.
man,
It's just unfortunate that the injuries cut his season short.
you think he gonna be the next Joel? He already got a knee injury as a rookie, bro. You think he gonna be the next Joel? Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, scattered.
He's-
But no, no, I don't think so. I think he'll be fine. I think
yeah,
he'll be fine.
I'll be joking with people. I was like, dang man, we just drafted the next Joel. Already got knee injuries in the first season. It's like, no, but he should be all right though, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but I just,
I mean, I don't
I like I
I
said,
don't know if
I
he's
don't
gonna
know.
return, but I mean, I'll definitely trade McCain because I think we need like guys that are more experienced. And McCain is, I mean, his game. I like his game, but I don't think the experience is
Yeah,
there. So I'll definitely trade him for experience. But
I'm gonna see what Charlotte. I think Charlotte play tonight. I'm gonna see what type of what type of players that we probably could get from there because I think we could get somebody from Charlotte or something. I mean, not Charlotte. The Hornets. Yeah,
the
and we
Horn.
could get
Oh,
somebody
which
from that.
wait,
I
what
gotta
player are
watch
you
that
looking at?
game. I'm looking for a guard. I'm looking for a guard Charlotte. But I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see their game. I gotta see. I gotta see. I forgot his name. That's why I'm trying to. I gotta watch their
Is he a
game again.
forward or big man or like what?
No, he a guard. He a guard. He played next to Melo. He like
Oh, I
not
see. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I forgot his name. He got
yeah
like a European name or something.
yeah not Bridges, but the
Not
other
Bridges.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I need like one of these teams because that was the difference in Dallas. They went to like the Wizards and got the Gafford
Hmm.
and that helped them get to the chip. We
Right.
like that's
And
why
then
I'm
they
looking
got
at trying to look
PJ.
at one of these. Yeah,
They got PJ Washington too.
yeah. They went to like a struggling team and got some
Right.
good pieces from there. That's why I'm like, yo, you might be right. If we could just get two, three guys, they may can change it. But once you in that B leadership, like everybody lazy. It's like, bro, I ain't this the laziest I've ever seen Caleb Martin, bro. Like, and he's the most active hustler on the team. but it's like since you under Embiid, you ain't can see.
I mean, I'll say Kelly. I like Kelly's hustle more, but
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
yeah,
saying like bring on these guys because if you bring these 2, 3 guys, at least as a front office, you did your job. Now it's up to
yeah,
the head coach and it's up to the to Embiid to step up as this. I mean, I don't believe he's a superstar, but I believe he's a top player in the league. It's time for him
yeah,
to step up and try to make those pieces work because I did my part. I did my job as a front
yeah.
office. So,
So all right. So let
mhm,
me ask you this real quick. All right. So like I know that we already like really is Daryl Morey fault to really he well because he never got like marginal players. He got like a whole bunch of like 1 year contract guys like after this PG thing. So
mhm,
like what do you do? Like what like where do we go from here? Like because we on his contract for 2029. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
what so where do we go, bro? Like would we would they just retire and that just dead cat or like what how does that go, bro? Like I don't know because we signed like I never thought that we'll sign a player like out of his prime. Like I would have never thought that. Like and
Paul
since we're
George.
here,
Yeah.
yeah, since we're here, like what
I
where do
mean,
we go from here?
I'm seeing
Because
reports that Paul George was the plan B, like the backup plan. I think they're saying that Jimmy Butler was their main player that they were trying to go for, which I mean, I don't even see
yeah,
how that was possible because they only had 3 guys under contract in the offseason. So I
right.
don't know how you trade for Jimmy Butler, but they're saying that PG is the backup plan, which I mean, I get the logic. I get it, but I think the contract, yeah, people bring up the contract because if he's not playing up the par, you can't really trade him because it's going to be difficult to kind of like move that contract. But I mean, I get it
Yeah,
because I mean PG like his skill set, like PG's skill set definitely fits around this team. Like I get it, the skill set really fits this
yeah,
team, but PG, highly inconsistent this year, and I mean
yeah,
he's dealt with injuries too, so I think I gave him the injury excuse in the beginning, but as of right now, he's not hurt.
yeah, yeah.
As of right now, he's not hurt.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Like, where do we go though? Because like we can't. What we do next year, bro? Because I don't know, man.
next year,
Because
I think they probably try again or something. I don't.
you can't try again with another. We can't have another year like this year, bro. Like you really, I don't think they're gonna ever. Well, they probably already got that money for to be in the center city, but
Yeah,
uh, like, how do you win the fan base back over? Because I mean, and it's just not me just saying this type of stuff. Like
bro, I,
I
I I see what you mean. Like I have a lot of conversations with people around here, and they don't really give a fuck about the Sixers. It's all the
yeah,
egos. Like
like
they don't care about the Sixers. They don't go to Sixer games. Don't even watch the games. None of that shit. So, but it's
yeah.
it's
So
gonna
it's
it's
like,
gonna take
yo,
it's
how
gonna
do
take.
you?
Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was asking. I was agreeing with you. Like, what do we do? Like,
I don't.
we
I
gotta
mean, you
start
sell.
winning, bruh. We gotta start winning.
Gotta start winning, right? But it starts with the guy on the screen. He has to show up to games, show up to work. Take it serious, not be lazy, and lead these guys to greatness. I mean, that's what they're paying him for. Paying him all this bread.
Yeah,
Yeah, they signed him to the extension. They trust him. That's why they gave him that 3 year because they're trying to like win with him, right? And the
yeah,
supporting cast. So I mean, you locked up Maxi, you locked up PG, got a few supporting casts around them. The supporting casts are doing their job, in my opinion. Now they're not going to be consistent because number one, they're role players, and number two, the best players not on the floor.
yeah, man. I don't know where we go if this year breaks him. One of the let rather I am retired or I want to be traded
Who
at the end
Embiid?
of this year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where do we go? That's what I was trying to get to. Like this is going to be crazy at the end of this year because I don't see. us running his back, bro. I just don't. But the fan base we have, bro, they gotta completely change this shit at the trade deadline or at the end of the year. This is and that's my problem with like that's my
Hmm.
problem with the continuity, but at the same time, it's like I understand the reason why we change full teams every year is because it's like you want to see continuity, but you don't want to see these dudes. Like you don't
Right,
want to see these dudes again. Like
right, right. Oh no, you're absolutely right. But I mean, somebody did talk to me, and he was like, a trade proposal. How about Embiid for Chat on the Thunder and a few picks? If you're the GM, do you make that trade?
trade with Thunder. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for
I'll definitely trade with Thunder because that means that I'm gearing up to rebuild this thing. That's that's kind of letting Embiid. Well, that's Maury saying that he conceded if he trade Embiid,
yeah,
but I only trade Embiid if he requests out though, like because if because Maury ain't going to seem like he a failure.
right. Oh hell no.
So, and he don't want to seem like he wrong because remember all last year. Remember he was tweeting when Tobias Harris had good games, but he ain't he. I haven't seen him all year this year, bro.
Yeah, he was
Like
twinning his stat line and shit. Yeah,
yeah, like so like this year he ain't do nothing. He ain't do none of that. Like so it's like he know like we not feeling this. Like he know that the Philly fans not feeling this, man. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I would want to take that trade, but what is the picks? That he said that the who said
he
that?
said he said Chat, Jalen Williams, and about 3 or 4 picks.
It would take Jalen Williams though. That boy is a baller.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yo, what if we trade for the bull from Atlanta for Embiid? But
Oh,
I don't think that ever gonna happen. Jalen, what's his name? Jalen Johnson
Jalen,
in the run with Maxi. Is his
man, they
name
go.
Jalen Johnson?
Yeah,
Or
Jalen John, but they're gonna have to give up a ton of picks.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Gonna have to give
You're
up a
right.
hella picks.
You're right. Dang, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a perfect trade for Embiid because it's a lot that come with it coming back. Then now you now that's trying to say that all right now it's completely Maxi team. And are you really willing to just put the keys in the Maxi hands and him playing like this, bro?
nah, hell nah, not right now.
Like not right now, bro.
Yeah.
He still got some growing up to do, in my opinion.
Oh, a lot. The mid-range game, be a playmaker, be a better I mean, the defense, I don't really give him I don't really fault him that much because I mean, at 6'2",
Yeah,
there's so much you
yeah,
can
you
do.
ain't right. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, remember when we were saying earlier, we was like, yo, why do McCain play more control though? He play like he play like
Mm-hmm.
boy from New York, Bronson.
Brunson.
McCain got like a Bronson type of gameplay.
And he has the build too. McCain's strong as shit. Like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
put that shoulder in your chest, I see him put that shoulder in this bull chest. I forgot his name, and he went all the way back. I think the Charlotte Hornets. I was like, God damn, a rookie
yeah,
doing this
yeah,
shit. But Maxi don't got that in between because McCain can get to the basket. He can stop and pop in the mid range, and he can also shoot the three. But Maxi can get to
yeah,
the rim, or he can sidestep and shoot the three. He has no in between
yeah.
game. He
Yeah,
has no
like
in between
wait,
game.
but that's when the game slow down in the playoffs. You need that in between, like that. That's what Bronson was killing us really, like the
Right.
stop and pop. The like remember I was trying to tell you a couple. I guess the last time I was on here, I was
Mhm.
saying that Maxi need a go to shot, like it's just seemed like he don't have like a bag to me. Like he need a shot. Like all right, this is gonna be. a spot on the floor where he can get 100, at least 80% of his shots right
His
there.
shots to go. Yeah, like to pick a
It's
spot on the
just,
floor and as your go-to spot every single time and
yeah.
a guaranteed
Because he used
bucket.
to be the runner. Remember, he used to kill the league in the runner in his rookie season. He just went away. I don't know if Jock told him to stop shooting those, the floater and the runner, but he used to be the best at it. Just went away from it, bro. Like he need to get back to finding his niche. Cause it's
Right.
like Maxey all over the place, and it's just like, all right, like what type of player do you want to be? Cause he's good, very good. Just that
Mhm.
he needs to like, all right, when the chips fall where it may, how you gonna get us a bucket? Like, cause like
Right.
he's too out of control, and that's probably a reason why he don't
Too out
contribute
of
to a lot
control.
of fouls. He
Right.
don't get a lot of fouls
I
because he
mean,
don't get that like that raise up shot on him,
yeah, to be
fading
fair,
away too much.
he don't be getting some of the calls. He gets beat up a lot. I mean, I don't know if he's
Yeah,
out of control to sell calls. I mean, I don't think he's doing that because Maxie's not that caliber of player to, like flop and, try to get calls.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree with you. He has to the in between game, like you gotta have an in between game. Because in the
yeah,
playoffs, like those plays are really easy to guard. If you're going all the way to the rim, they're just gonna pack the paint and force you outside to shoot those threes.
yeah.
So
He got to find himself a. That's what changed the stars from the superstars. Guys that they got a shot where it's just like almost damn near unguardable. Like really, like
right,
unless you LeBron and you can just bulldoze people for 20 years.
LeBron, Giannis,
You Yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have that one move or that one go-to shot or that one spot on the floor that they can't. No one can stop you there. Like
right,
that's my problem with Maxi. Like he got like a lot of moves, but it's like the moves that get him into the same spot. It's like he doing a lot of moves, but he ain't getting like the defender still in front of his
in
face. Like
front.
he fast. And I'm like, bro, like you're not doing nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he
And then
not
he'll
doing
just drive
anything.
past him, like use his speed to like get past the defender. Like no
Yeah,
like actual moves or to kind of like bait the defender, fake the defender.
right.
I wish he had the crossover, like the AI crossover. Like if he had that shit in his bag, bro. Oh my god.
Woo! It will be lethal because he just as quick, but
Right.
you know. That's what he needed, and that's what I was saying the last time I was calling. Like I was saying, like that's what he need to work on. If he want to take his game to the next step, he gotta find him like a shot where it's like, all right, this is my shot right here. This is where all chips falling where it may, like, cause he got like a lot of stuff, but got that one
Mm-hmm.
joint. Then he gonna be all right.
He's
But
gonna be all right.
right
Yeah.
now, he good. It's just that he don't have that niche shot. So it's like he don't have no identity, in my opinion. Like
But
everybody
but I
can't
was
really.
But I was expecting
Hmm,
him to have a shot like that because I mean, these past two off seasons, he's been working with Drew Hanlon, and Drew Hanlon got a bag.
yeah.
Like that dude, I don't want to guard that dude. Like never, because he'll make you look like a fool. So I was
Yeah, but
expecting Maxi to have that, but yeah, it's not really
you
showing.
see you see how Jason Tatum got that joint where
Yeah,
he'll go in between the legs and pull, you know what I mean, pull
pull
up
it
on
back.
you.
Yeah,
Bet, yeah, the in between pull up on you, like Maxi, he got a step back, but he stepped back too far from the three, so it's like he using too much energy to shoot the 3 point. So now
yeah,
it looks like you're out of control, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's like he'll cross the dude, get the step back, but it looks still out of control because he's shooting he using too much strength to shoot further back because he like down there at the half court line. Like,
right, right. Yeah, that's true. And damn,
man,
I got so many comments that I missed, but
I know. Go ahead, you read them
shout
off.
yeah, shout out to Dominique Brown. He says Maxi was never that good. Jared McCain is what you guys think Maxi is. Mm, that's interesting. But let me read the second one. He says Maxi changed ever since he listened to Harden's advice. Doc was great for Maxi. He kept Maxi contained. Harden ruined Maxi, and Nurse just he didn't finish it. But yeah, I see a lot of comments over here. Shout out to my guy Thomas Talented in the building. He says, "Hell, OG do the same. OG do that in the same and some. I mean, 212 million for 15 points per game. I mean, I think he can definitely turn it around. But um, wait, hold on, Thomas. You did you hit the link? I ain't see you, bro. I mean, I can drop the link again. I don't know if you still here, but yeah, but what you think of the Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey? Because Dominique says Jared McCain is who we think Maxey is.
Well, we only saw McCain for like what, a month, so we can't really. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
we seen Maxi for years, so it's that's two different. It's too early to call because like everybody can have that hot start and then you could just they could completely fall off.
Fall
So
off. Right.
I want to see a full year of McCain. Like I love his game. I feel like his game is more modeled around like if he played for Golden State, he'd be unstoppable in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be
the
great for him.
reason, yeah, what you say?
I said that'd be great for him, especially under Steph Curry. Sheesh.
Yeah, because he got that reroute. You remember I was telling you about the reroute that like
Hmm.
he probably got the one of the most deadliest reroute games. Like he played just like Steph Curry. I love it. But
Right.
I
He
gotta
like he
see a
he
full
runs around the
year.
court. He runs around the court just like I mean, not as much, but just the same as him because like he can like pass you the ball, relocate to the other side of the whole court, and run off
Right.
screens. Yeah, I
Right.
can see
He
that.
got yeah, and I see what that's the reason why it's too early to judge. Cause I gotta see his lows. I gotta see what he really with his like when his ups and downs. Like we see his like
Hmm.
how great he could be when he on, but like nobody don't got enough film on McCain to really call like what he is. Cause that's how Maxie was when he first like we was like, yo, bro, he was down there shooting like 60%. Like, you know what I mean? So we was like, yo, Maxi, no, he'll never miss a shot. And then he started missing. He was like, all right, now
Oh
you
yeah.
can pick apart his game. But like for McCain, you only played for a month, so you can't
Can't really
really
judge
judge
him.
it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think his
So
lowest points was Nick Nurse not playing him in a lot of minutes at this point.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like we gotta see. I gotta see a year of McCain. I think he's gonna be a great player. I think he in the wrong system because I just and like I said, I just don't like the leadership style here in Philly. But for McCain, because McCain is a player that he plays very fast. You can't really play him with and be like that. You if you want to play him with Maxi, if you want to play him with just Maxi, that will be a fast offense, but you can't play it with Embiid because Embiid got play a different style and his
right.
leadership is different. So I mean we'll see, bro. Like because I see I I I see that he can be a big contributor to the 76ers, but I gotta see a full year because
Got to get
you
enough
know,
of the
we
sample size.
always get that one guy that can shoot for one year, then the next year the ball be cheap.
It
So
completely fall off. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Seen that too
so
many times.
we hype about him now. I just want to see a full year. No, like you could get injured, but don't be out for a full year, and then we'll see. Like we'll
Yeah.
reassess him next year.
Hmm.
But other than that, like he gonna be huge for us. But I don't know if Maury gonna keep him or not next year. So we'll
I
see,
mean,
bro.
if they don't keep him, I hope like you trade him for like a good enough like contributor. Like if you're gonna trade him, that's what I'm expecting. And I mean, as far as him and Maxi go, I think I think he can definitely be a better fan favorite than Tyrese Maxey because I mean the hair, the
Yeah,
TikToks, the dancing,
yeah,
the nail
yeah.
painting.
Yeah, he'll definitely be more of a fan favorite. I think of what's a lot of things that Maxine is just don't say. I was saying it on DJ's chat, and I was saying it just don't look like Maxie having his fun this year. because I know
It-
that getting paid is a little bit more expectations and everything. But it
right,
just don't seem like he enjoying the game like he used to. Like you don't see you see him a little bit more frustrated, more agitated. He admitted that in some of his interviews. So it's
right.
like you just don't see him having as much fun as he used to. So like
Hmm.
maybe Jeremy King can help him get his joy back. But it's kind of hard once you get the money and expected to be the expected to be bigger than what you but that comes with the territory, man. Like
But yeah, it comes with it,
you
right?
be
Hmm.
great. You
Hmm.
want to be great. You still gotta enjoy playing basketball too, though. But
Right.
he probably got too many people in his ear. He could probably he in a relationship now and all of that different type of things. So all of that stuff contributes to it. Yeah, they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I think at some point
So
you gotta like tune out and just stay locked in and focus on the task at hand. And I think
hard to do that when you got brand deals, bro. You got brand deals. You got all of this. You know what I mean? He got a signature shoe. He got
right.
motherfuckers in his ear for real, for real. You know what I mean? So he got to hear a lot of probably got to do a certain stuff to reach a certain incentive to get more money for brand deals, all of that different type of stuff. You got to be more make the All Star team. You probably trying to force it to get back on the All Star team and all of that.
You think you gonna
You know
make
what I
it?
mean?
You think you gonna make it?
No, not this year, bro.
Damn.
I don't
Man,
think
I
you
was
you think what you think?
now I was counting on him making the All-Star team this year because I got this guy in here, Tuna Sports, who he's a Cavs content creator, and me and him be going back and forth because I told him Maxi a better player than Darius Garland. So I was hoping Maxi can make the
Yeah, they
All-Star team
might.
for a second time. You
I
think
would
Garland can make
love
it?
uh Gar Garland. I think Garland go. I think
Nah. I mean, I think it's too many guards in the East to begin with. I mean, Jalen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Trey Young, Jalen Brunson, Damian Lillard. That's five right there. That's five that is definitely going to be in the All Star game. So the sixth person is who I'm thinking, Maxi, or I mean, he's giving you 25, but I mean, the winning is not there, so I just don't know. I don't know how they're gonna take care of it, but I mean, the voting that just came out, I didn't see Darius Garland name on the list, so I don't know. He may or may not make it, but I mean, I'll say Maxi has a better chance of making it than a Darius Garland, but I mean, what we'll have to see.
yeah. I like you saying like you said maybe Mitchell,
Hmm.
Bronson. I mean this year it may be Trey Young that might get in this year.
Yeah, Trey Young is
We'll
definitely
see.
getting A. Yeah, he definitely.
So I mean that's three right there, and you still forget about Boston with Bronson with
Jalen
Jalen
Brown,
Brown.
right?
So and
Maybe Damian
so
Lillard.
we'll see. Damian Lillard, see, that's a Maxie ain't he not as efficient this year, man. Like I
Right.
ain't we've been playing a lot of bums in the beginning of this year, bro. Like we only had one like major game, and that was really Boston, really for real. And
And that game he
he
did
stunk it
show
up,
up. Right.
and he
Mhm.
stunk it up against Golden State.
Yeah, he was
So
terrible. He
you
was
know what I
terrible.
mean? So like you gotta think about these TV games. We not even getting as many TV games because we've been playing bums all year. So like to be honest with you, I don't know if he make it because of everybody watching other guards play on on TNT every other weekend. We not even on TNT that much this year.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I even forgot about Tyrese Halliburton.
but Tyrese, bro, and I mean Tyrese. He having a slump year too, in my opinion. He's not as good as what he was.
He
The
is.
hype was
Mhm.
last year, but
Right.
yeah,
But I mean, he
we'll
did
see, bro.
he did fry Maxi when he came to Philly.
Oh my God, that bro, that man was making every three I've ever seen. I'm
Ever.
like, bro, I can't stand that shot. That one going in every single time.
it look ugly as fuck, and it still be going in. Pause. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, Lillard, they third in the East, right? I gotta look at the standings. I haven't been on the standings in a minute,
no,
bro.
I think the Knicks are third in the East.
So what is it? It's what is Boston,
Now it's
Cavs.
Cleveland, Boston, Knicks.
Okay,
So
Knicks.
Cleveland has Donovan Mitchell. Boston will have Jalen Brown. The Knicks will
Yeah,
have Jalen Brunson. And the Orlando Magic is the fourth seed. You think Jalen Suggs gonna make it? I don't think so.
no, he not no all star.
All star,
They
right?
he won. No, hell no.
So okay, so we skip to the fifth seed. Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks. The sixth seed.
Dame would definitely
Mhm.
give it votes. He'll always
Yeah,
have votes. Once you
voting
make it a few
recognition.
times, you'll
Hmm.
always get votes. So,
Right,
and
right.
then what's six? Who's six? That's Atlanta.
Indiana, no, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Indiana six. Wow. Oh, who's seven? The Heat.
Detroit.
Detroit. Wow. Who? Dang. So who all in the totem pole? It's us, the Heat,
Hmm.
the Hawks, the
Hmm.
Pistons, and the
Hmm.
Wizards. Wow.
Uh, no, I don't
And
think it
and
was
Toronto. And Toronto,
Toronto,
right?
right? Hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there's a lot of bad teams in the East.
Yeah, Charlotte is also a bad team this year.
Oh yeah, Charlotte too. God. Oh
Yeah,
man.
Brooklyn also dropped.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If we like what? We 11th seed. I don't see them
Yeah.
getting. I don't see them making the All Star here, unless we
You
go on like a 9 game win streak, bro. Only way he getting in that mug. And we go on like a nine
but
game,
but
10
RJ,
game win streak.
it could happen though because the All Star game is in February, and we
I
just
know
this
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the
It's
nine game
near. It's
win
close to my
streak,
birthday. Yep.
yeah, the 9 game win streak. I don't know because will Embiid play all these games? Which
That's
at
what
this
I'm
moment we
saying.
don't. Yeah, so
Bruh, he. That's what I'm saying. Nick Nurse cannot win, bro. If we be Nick Nurse cannot win without Embiid. This is insane. I hate Doc Rivers, but he was winning with the hospital Sixers, dog. He was winning some games without Embiid. This is crazy.
I mean,
That
I think those teams were better teams than this year's team though.
you think so,
The
bro?
2020.
We
Mhm.
had Cork Moss, bro. We had bro. We had Cork Moss getting buckets, bro. On
I mean, when we had James Harden that year, the 22-23 year, like we won games in the playoffs without Embiid, right? And I think we had James Harden that year. We had a few players coming off the bench. I mean, George Niang was hitting a few threes, but James Harden, like he's a facilitator, so he was getting guys involved, getting guys some of these shots. But we don't have that facilitator on the floor right now, and that's why I think that's one of the biggest issues for us.
yeah, yeah,
Paul George can get a few assists, but he's not the facilitator that James Harden was.
yeah, yeah. You know
Yeah,
what? You might be right. Maybe that's the reason why they was winning without Embiid. But James still can run the office by himself.
by himself, right? Exactly.
I mean, so that may be correct. But how about the year when that pause year before we got uh uh um
Harden.
Harden?
So the
Remember,
21
it was
20
like
pick year.
when Ben Simmons left and we did have Embiid, but we was winning games, bro. Somehow, some way.
Yeah,
That's with
I think we
Shake
had
Milton, bro.
Maxi Milton, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond at the time.
Yeah,
I mean
and we had
that team might have been. I mean, I don't know, bro, but that team might have been by a little bit better. I mean, a little bit more consistent than this year's team.
bro. This year we got Maxi, Paul George, Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre. Come on, bro. No, that team was not better than this team, bro. There's no excuses. This is the Nick Nurse, bro. This is the Nick Nurse problem, bro. I'm telling you, he keep playing Kyle Lowry, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't even defend him on that. I'm
We
trying to
got
give him.
Yabusele. We got bro. We
Mhm.
got Yabusele. He's playing out of his mind. We are. This is my problem. We are wasting Yabusele, bro. He's playing out his mind this year.
Yeah,
And
he gonna get a bag from another team in the offseason.
yes, that's why I'm like, bro, this this whole thing is a wash, bro. Because I
Mhm.
the one player that I enjoy, he probably my favorite Sixer. So Sixer role players. And I'm only can enjoy him. Maybe they probably get rid of him in the trade deadline, probably.
Yabusele?
So yeah, we'll see. I don't know what more you want to do.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's very good though. I don't think they should trade him, but
I don't think they should trade him. I don't know what he. I just know at the end of the year we ain't gonna bring him back next year. So
yeah, he's
I
not coming
mean,
back next year. Right.
if you
If he
you think
comes
you
back
gonna do
next
a
year,
signing trade?
if he comes back next year, that means he really loved the Sixers. But I mean, a signing trade? No, I don't think so. Nope.
You don't think so? Damn.
Nah. Nah.
Because he probably our biggest contributor. He's like you know he's like a younger Batum. He make all the good play. He make all the right plays. It's just, bruh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when he going, bro. Man, man. What
Yeah.
you think?
I mean, it depends on who we get though, because I've been hearing Herb Jones. I mean, Herb Jones is not the outside shooter that Yabusele is, obviously,
I
but
do like Herb Jones. This boy can
yeah,
catch out alley oops though.
right, and he can play D. You put him on Tatum, it's good night for Tatum. You
Oh
put him
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
you put him on Brunson, it's good night for Brunson. But the
yeah.
thing is, like, what do you give up to get these guys? And we don't work in
Yeah,
the front office, so we don't really know how this shit gonna work. But yeah, these are some
yeah,
good
yeah,
players out. I mean, if we can get, because
yeah,
I think
bro.
Yabusele's a good off like a good bench player, like bench four, or you can use him as a small ball five to kind of like spread the floor and shoot
Yeah,
threes. I can see him.
he
I
give
like
you a
him in that
quick.
role.
He give you a quick 13 to 16 points a game. This boy is balling this year.
He balling,
Off the
yeah.
bench. Oh man, that's hard
He
to
hooping,
do. That's hard to do,
and
man.
he
Like, especially on this team. Like, dude, it's hard to even get 10 points on this team. It seemed like you
yeah,
can't
with the ten
you
minute
get it
with the ten
right.
minute scoring droughts.
Oh, every year we get like a 10-minute scoring. You see every game, you be like, bro, oh, how you miss the layup? It'd be like simple layups that they missing
Simple
too.
as
It's insane.
yeah.
Drummond missing easy layups. I'll be like, all right. All right. But it's all right though, bro. I'm out on this season, but I'm gonna watch. But nah,
I mean,
I'm a
I'm gonna say
on
this
this one.
though.
I'm about to. Hmm.
You shouldn't be out yet. I mean, let's see what they do at the trade deadline, and then we can go from there.
Which so you thinking we just getting guards or you will want to
Yeah, I think we get guards and a forward, definitely.
yeah. So you think they're gonna trade Kelly?
I mean, if you're getting somebody better, I mean, I might make that move, bro.
I make that move too. Shit. I like Kelly, but he ain't bro. He do too much sometimes,
Right,
and it
right.
costs us. It costs us like 3 possessions. Like
Hmm.
that'd be the thing about the team. Like it certain stuff costs us about like 3 possessions, bro. Because
Right. A
they
turnover here, a missed shot right here, and then you have a three on one fast break, and then Kelly try to finish over three guys.
when you had Edwards wide open for three, I'm like, bro, this is insane.
Yeah. Oh, and I just remember Ricky Council. I don't know if you remember the game against the Sacramento Kings, And that
Oh,
fourth
when
quarter,
he tried to throw that backwards
that
pass, bro. Yeah, we got guys that do the dumbest stuff on this team, bro. You just can't.
man, Nick Nurse benched him after he made that shit.
I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. That was the best thing that Nick Nurse did all year. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, bro. He almost had me ready to be like, all right.
Yeah, that was too much. But I mean, last
All
game,
right.
they gave Justin Edwards more minutes than he did.
Yeah, because Justin Edwards, he don't do dumb stuff.
Right.
He played he played at Kentucky, man. You gotta remember where rookie played. He played in Arkansas. I mean, like he used to being they used to run and gun. Our team
Yeah.
don't run and gun. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Kentucky is just a full team of talented players where they can all shoot. So
Right.
they easily can get everybody involved in the game. That's why like Maxey would probably like to play with Edwards if it was his choice.
Hmm.
But I mean it's up to Nurse and Nurse love to play Eric Gordon. And Eric Gordon is killing our team, bro. Bro, he gotta be let's look at his plus and minus, bro. You could pull up his plus minus for the
Yeah, I could
last
pull.
three games.
It's not gonna look good.
Bro, he gotta be like a negative 1,000, bro. This is insane. Every time he's on the floor, it's like we're losing. We're going to lose
We're
the
losing.
league.
Yeah. Right. Hmm. Him and Lowry.
Uh, and these are
Yeah.
supposed to be our margin players. These guys that's supposed to hustle, give us like the charges, the bro,
I
the
mean,
sneaky little steals.
Kyle Lowry will get you a charge, here or there, but which is good. It
Man,
helps us sometimes on defense, but
he go like 1 for 13. He be like, bruh. He keep shooting that joint too. Like
man,
he
Lowry
like
just
Nick Nurse stepson. Like he just like Nick Nurse, stop playing this dude, man. I'm trying to win basketball games. Like, God,
yeah. Yeah, so Eric Gordon has a -9 Bucks plus minus in the last 3 games.
oh my God, bro. That's mean when he get on the floor, we automatically, but they about to go on a run, a
Going to run.
9-0 run.
Right, right. The average,
They about
right.
to,
That is
they about to
crazy.
attack him at a 9-0. It's an automatic 9-0 run when he gets on the floor. It's insane.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't think Eric Gordon was going to have this kind of production on this because he had a pretty good season with the Suns.
yeah, but they play spread out offense. I'm telling you, we
That's
don't
that
have
is
a
true.
system here. We play look, we got three plays. We play horns, dribble handoff, or we play ISO. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. We may run horns maybe once or twice a game, but most of the time it's ISO or a dribble handoff. It's insane, bro.
Yeah, that I agree with you on. And sometimes, you have Kelly Oubre with the ball and it's like make something happen off the dribble. And it's just like, come on, what we doing, bro? Like Kelly Oubre ISO in 2024, 25? Come on, bro.
I know you sick of you sick of I know you ready to trade him, bro.
No, I mean I like Kelly, but I mean what he brings to us defensively, I appreciate, but offensively, I feel like he be doing too much. Right? Just trying to ISO at the top of the key. Come on, bro. You ain't like that. Now him attacking the rim, I can appreciate that. Him, putting pressure on the rim, I can appreciate it. But sometimes when he's going to the rim, like the defense collapsing, there's somebody wide open in the corner, but he's not even looking at whoever wide open. He's just trying to get to the rim and finish over 2, 3 guys. It's like, come on, bro. You're hurting our chances. And that diminishes our offense. But, defensively, yeah, I think he's one of the best defenders in the Eastern Conference.
What you got us going in these next 5 games? What you
The
got?
next 5 games. So one, two,
Yeah,
three,
I
four,
think
five.
are we home most of them?
Yeah, yeah. 4 home
Okay.
games, 1 road game. I think we go three and
Okay.
two.
3-2. So we beat the Wizards tomorrow, right?
Right. We beat the Wizards. We
Man,
beat the Pelicans. I think we beat the Magic too.
you got us being the Magic.
Yeah.
Is what's it called coming back? Paolo coming back, or he
Yeah. I ain't
done for
heard.
the season?
I don't. Yeah. I ain't heard nothing yet. I mean, it's crazy that him and Franz both go down for the same injury. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I like
yeah,
I like Paulo. I'm a huge Paulo fan.
yeah.
I've been pushing
We will
agendas
see.
on him. Yeah, I've been pushing
Yeah,
agendas on him. But
we beat them. We think you said 3-2, so we already lost the game. We fell short to the Suns. So
now I
and the
think we,
Suns was giving us that game, bro.
bro. That's what I'm.
Bro, it's like the third quarter. It was like, and then Kevin Durant said, "All right, y'all didn't want to win, so I just go ahead and just take it over now."
Take it
It
over,
was
yeah.
insane.
And then Bradley Beal continued to barbecue them in the second half.
Yeah,
But they
they
gave the game to us on a silver platter, but they
they
ain't
were
won it.
like 0 for like 50 in the
That's
first
crazy.
half. I was like, bro, I think Devin Booker was like, what are you like one
He was
for
1 for 10 in
11?
the first half. Yeah, 1 for 10. 1 for 10 in the first half,
Yeah,
and then they still continue to lose this game.
bro. What we gonna do? So we play the Wizards. What do Avia still play on that team? What's his
Nah,
name?
he's on the Blazers.
Bro, that's who I want. That's the
Abia
guy I
got
want.
dunked on by Yabusele.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Put him on our team, bro, because we need a white dude that can shoot the ball, bro. I think that's
Yeah.
another problem. We
Hmm.
let the white dudes be wide open on the other team, shooting the lights out. But we need a player that can do that. So,
Right.
what you think?
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, this
Yeah.
next 5 games, I think they lose to the Thunder and they lose to the. They either lose one of those games, either the Knicks or the Thunder game.
Embiid plays. What are you gonna think?
Embiid will probably miss the game against the Thunder and play against the Knicks
Bro, if he missed the game
because
against
the
the
back to
Thunder,
back.
he's gonna look like he ducking, bro.
I mean, he might as.
That's ducking smoke.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't even know why they do that. Why would you put the Thunder and the Knicks as back to back games? And the Knicks game is a televised game.
Uh,
I think that's a bad part on
he
the NBA.
he.
But
All right,
mhm.
all right, all right, all right. So you'll play. So which game, if you was coach, which one would you try to encourage him to play?
Oh, the
OKC
Knicks.
game or the next game?
Nah, the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks.
He'll play. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a home game?
Yeah, at home.
Bro.
Yeah, both them Jones at home.
Okay, man, bro. OKC too good this year, bro. I kind of want him to play the kids in OKC.
I mean, yeah, they is, but hey, since he can't play back to backs, I mean,
Bro, having a back to back against the OKC and
and
New
the
York,
Knicks.
that's brutal.
Right. That's what I was saying. That's bad on the NBA part.
That's brutal. They know that we gonna lose probably both of them games. That's insane. But that was our fault for losing to Sacramento. I think that's no. I think the game that broke me. Yeah, it probably was Sacramento. That was like, all right,
Yeah, that
I'm
was that
done.
was brutal.
I'm done. Like the fact that you first of all, Embiid ain't play. Then you turn around and stink it up against the Warriors, bro. Like,
Yeah,
what was the point of sitting out?
That was nice. And then Embiid was, I think he was stat padding in that game. The game
And
was
he
over
was
in the first half.
horrible that game, bro.
Yeah, right. Reggie
Horrible.
Miller was even saying it.
You made a live for that one. I ain't get. I was like, bro, I
No, I mean
can't do it.
I've been a little busy, so I've been missing
Yeah,
these a few of these games, but I gotta start getting more and more consistent with it. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I'm gonna hit you later, bro. I'm go ahead and take my dog outside. But,
All right. Yeah, appreciate you for
all right,
stopping by. It's been a minute, but
no, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pre-
man. But hopefully we win these next. We at least go 3-3-2, like you said. Uh,
yeah.
we'll
That's
see
what
though.
I'm hoping
I'll
for.
call back your next live.
All
Cool.
right, RJ, appreciate you anytime.
All right, but
Uh but yeah, that was RJ on the line. Appreciate RJ. Appreciate his analysis and his insights as always. But yeah, I mean the Sixers losing to the Suns. I mean they torched the Suns. I mean they torched the Sixers at home, and then these trade rumors. I mean the Jimmy Butler joint. I don't think that shit gonna happen, but I think they need a forward and at least two guards. Right. I think that's what they need. And Thomas, bro. I wasn't. It's not like I wasn't trying to let you up. I didn't see you, bro. Even Tuna Sports even said that. But I mean, come on, bro. But yeah, I think those are the caliber of players the Sixers need, right? But then again, Embiid is going to have to get on the court and play, right? You got to play games and get used to these guys, get used to your new teammates. But if it's missing back to backs, I don't know what that's going to look like. But yeah, I think the Sixers definitely need a trade because Maxey. When you play Maxey all these minutes, I mean, the league has a track record of guys getting hurt. Now, I'm not wishing injuries on Maxey. I'm not doing that. I'll never do that. But he can get, so he can get gassed in, pull a hamstring or something because he already has a hamstring injury. But yeah, Tyus Jones, a Herb Jones, on the radar. I've heard that he's on the trade block. Santi Aldama, who I'm not really high on, but I'm really high on Herb Jones. I mean, Herb Jones can play the four for us, right? He can play the four. He's 6'8", athletic, can guard, move. He can move laterally, grab rebounds, right? He can be that defensive anchor. And when you have him, then I think you can move Caleb to the two guard, in my opinion, or maybe Kelly. If you want to bring Caleb off the bench, then yeah, you do that. Oh, shout out to my guy Mike Sports Vibes, balling in the building. Appreciate you. Sixers are in trouble. Everybody's getting hurt. I mean, did PG get hurt last night? Because I didn't see no injury. Maybe I probably missed it, but I ain't see no injury because he's not playing against the Wizards. Which, if you're benching him, fine. But I believe that against the Wizards, like you just play him and let him try to get in rhythm because PG has been highly inconsistent for the Sixers. Right, he's been inconsistent for the Sixers, and Thomas tried to be nasty in the comment section, comparing the point averages between OG and Paul George, which I mean, they're both averaging the same amount of points. But I mean, we all know who the better player is, right? We already know who the better player is, but Paul George has to step up huge for us offensively, right? He got to give us 20 a night. That's not too much to ask from him, especially when Joel Embiid is out. So PG got to be better. The team has to be better, and Nick Nurse has to be better as well. I mean, they're watching film just like we're watching film, so they should see what's wrong with this team. And then when you get to the free throw line as well, you got to make your free throws, right? You got to make your free throws because you lost by 10, you missed 10 free throws. So if you made a few more, probably would have a chance to win that game. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to my guy Mike Sports Vibes. He came in a little bit later. I mean, I wish you hit the link, but it's all good if you can't. But appreciate RJ as well. RJ been in these Sixer streets, right? He be all on these platforms, running back Philly take with RB, and a few other platforms, talking Sixers hoops, right? So, shout out to RJ. And shout out to Brian Pumper too, right? He's in these Sixer streets. He's always in these Sixer streets talking hoops, right? Shout out to my guy JD Banks as well. But yeah, I'm gonna just end this right here. I'll probably have a show tomorrow, and yeah, we're gonna talk more Sixers hoops. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.